I'm still here. I wasn't going to kill myself on my oldest son's birthday, though I left letting everybody know that's where I was headed. Eventually. The way things have worked out. So I slept in my car, laid in my car, looking at the full moon, and place that feels the safest to me anymore, which is out in nature where all the animals and trees and birds all cooperate with one another and support one another and help one another. And it's been pretty peaceful out here. I guess at least some of my emails that I sent out to various people, my letter to Oprah and my poem, and the guy that was in that segment on 60 Minutes at the trauma treatment place in Milwaukee, St. A, that they did the segment on, he actually emailed me yesterday, off and on all day long. That felt really nice. Because he understands. Really, all I want is to have a community, friends, family, where everything is all together and it's not all broken apart and shattered. I've lived so many years with nothing but shattered lives. I just can't do it anymore. There is no other relationship. There is no house or car. There's nothing. Solomon says that all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Sum total of everything in this life. Vanity and vexation of spirit. He was the wise man. I completely understand what he meant now. All the things in this world are so counter opposite, set in motion in another direction of the spirit. Until we surrender to the spirit, everything is going to be vanity and vexation of that spirit until it is acknowledged. The only thing that matters in this world is love, connection, heart to heart. Everything that we have for a newborn baby. All those feelings are the only thing that matters. And I will not tear my son apart any longer. No more custody battles. Nothing. Better off to die. I did call Jay because I'm not psychotic and I'm not irrational. I have a lot of emotions going on, let me tell you. But I'm not crazy and on some psychotic tangent. I'm very clear. Let me tell you, I got the name Rosemary Crystal Clear Star for a reason. Still learning how to fit into that dress. I just can't do it by myself. I can't keep going into the woods and fasting and praying for something to change in me when it takes the whole community. That's what Malidoma Somé taught me. The Africans know how to have a frickin' community. And the community comes together and they help and support one another whether they're sick or whether they're well. They actually support one another in fulfilling their purpose and calling in life, which is what he's tried to do for me. Which is a really pie in the sky, huge thing. You know, here I am, look at me. I'm supposed to write a book and make a movie, right? I've tried to envision how to cross that shore. And I don't want fame. Fuck fame. I want to relieve people's suffering. With what knowledge and wisdom I've gleaned over the years of going through it. That's all I have anymore. Jay wants me to come home, but I don't know if he's just trying to get me there so that I can get hauled off and committed by my kids. He told me he can't do it. We're not related by blood. And him being my baby's father, of course they're not going to commit me upon his word because God only knows what's going on in the house. It could be a lot worse than it is, let me tell you. And it might have been worse if we had lived in the same house all these years because it's been bad enough living on the same property. But we had a long conversation. He doesn't think it's going to do any good. He thinks it's going to kick the can down the road because I've done all that. And I'll just turn it around so you can see me. I've done all that. I can sit there with the therapists and tell them what's wrong with me. You go to the therapist's office to figure that out, and I've done that. I know what's wrong with me. Nobody else knows what's wrong with me. That I'm a human being, a very wounded human being that has struggled to understand and tried to rise above more than anybody I know. And most people that know me know I've done more than anybody they know. I can tell everybody what I need, what would help, but unless I can be heard, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. We all have to look at ourselves, not the other person. And I'm a master at looking at myself. That's why I'm here. I've looked at myself so much to the core that I know the life I've lived. I've made a lot of mistakes. We all do. But I know at the core of every decision I have ever made, it was always thinking of the other person, loving them, no matter what. Whether they drank or whether they did things. You know, I didn't smoke when I met Jay, and I didn't drink either. And I had a friend for years that tried because he was a drinker. And no. But once I got pregnant and everything, you know, I did start having a glass of wine, but I've never let it get out of control. And if it seemed like it was, that's when I would go to the woods and try to figure out a different way to do it. And so I don't drink every day. And actually, when I told my brother, when I do have a glass of wine, it just makes me want to eat. And he goes, well, you're not an alcoholic, because that's not how it works when you're an alcoholic. And I said, yeah, I realize that now. I use it medicinally, like the Bible says it's good for the stomach. And in most situations, it will make me go ahead and eat, but not now. It's not working. I just threw up last night, terrible, all night long, after one glass of wine. So, anyway, I needed to talk to Jay like I did today, and that was the best thing I could have done. I just don't know whether to go back. I don't need a big hospital bill because I've threatened suicide. I'm just trying to get people to listen to me, and right now they seem to be willing. Of course, I got the bottle of pills in the car, so, you know, that's the backup plan. You always got to have a backup plan, and so far that's been my fallout. Fall back on that one, you know, when it gets to the point where I just don't know what else to do. And everybody's suffering, and it's all me, according to them. So anyway, this is probably going to be too long if I keep going. I'll just stop it here and let you know I'm still here for now. I guess keep praying.